Everybody, welcome to my kitchen. I am jumping on here real quick because I am making some shrimp pasta for dinner, and I'm making Alfredo in my deluxe cooking blender, and I'm going to saute some of the shrimp on my cast iron skillet on my stove, and just wanted to show you a little bit of the products that I love and show you how easy it is to make homemade Alfredo sauce. So our blender can be used for a ton of things. Smoothies in the morning, sauces, jams. We have a patented jam setting. I've done jam. I've done cherry jam. I've also made caramel sauce in my wonderful blender. In the summer, all summer long, I was making strawberry daiquiris in my blender. I love it, and I love that I can use it from breakfast to lunch to dinner or just afternoon snack. I mean, it really is endless. So one of the reasons I love making my Alfredo sauce is my little guy is lactose intolerant, so it's really hard to find Alfredo sauce that is lactose free. So therefore, we are making it. So what I did so far is our deluxe cooking blender does come with an awesome cooking guide, which gives you all the information and the basics that you need to know about your blender. So first stage for this, I put 2 cups of milk. Then I put, I add garlic. Our recipe in here doesn't say any garlic, but I just add 1 clove of garlic and a half a teaspoon of salt, and I let that run on sauce function. Literally turn it to sauce, tell it to go. That usually takes about 20 minutes, so I let it do it on its own. And then it's where the stage we're at right now, it's saying to add, because it's heated at a certain temperature right now. So we've got to make a roux. So it's butter and flour. So I've warmed that up in the dishwasher, not the dishwasher, the microwave. I've done it in the microwave. I'm gonna throw that in, and then we're gonna let this sauce finish up. In the meantime, I'm gonna start sauteing my shrimp and then add in the peas, blend it all together. It is like super quick, super fun. But these are 2 of my favorite things in the kitchen, and I thought it would be really awesome to show you guys what they're all about. So we're gonna grab our roux, which is our butter and flour, and we're gonna just blend that up real quick. Mix it up like this, just to make sure that it's blended nicely, and you mix it all in and sort of even it out, because it is going to still cook inside the blender, so we're not quite done. So we're going to add that in real quick. One of the other things that I also love, but it just so happened that it wasn't on the menu tonight, is my quick cooker. I make risotto inside my quick cooker in probably about 20 minutes, start to finish. And I've done all kinds of different ones. It's a fan favorite here at my house. So you guys can see that, right? So I'm gonna just open that up. You can probably see that it's steaming because it's super hot. And that's one of the things about our cooking blender that, you know, most people don't realize. So for those of you that have a deluxe blender in your house, there's all kinds of different ones, obviously. But just so you know what the differences are, our blender is a cooking blender. And what that means is it has a temperature gauge inside. So it actually heats up and cooks your food. A lot of the other blenders on the market are heat by friction. So therefore they have a higher horsepower. Most people think, oh, well, you know, this other one has this much horsepower. But however, it needs the higher horsepower in order to spin at a quicker rate so that it heats it up and so that it cooks your food. But there's a very different taste factor that comes into effect. I make an awesome butternut squash soup in here, and I literally put everything in raw, and by the time I'm done, in 30 minutes, I have smooth, amazing butternut squash soup that I can just pour out into a plate. So it's incredibly awesome, and I have a lot of customers that had other ones in the past that I've done cooking shows and they've tasted the food out of this and they've told me how different it does taste, because that one's just heating by friction, whereas this one is heating. Oh, and the other awesome thing that you guys are gonna see, super surprise for all of you that are constantly the ones cleaning in your kitchen, you're gonna love this, but I won't share that secret yet. So I'm gonna put a little bit of butter inside my cast iron so it can heat up. And then this one here, we put the roux in. I'm gonna just turn it back on and I'm gonna press start. And I'm gonna let that do its thing. So that's in there, finishing off. And we're gonna go look at my shrimp. So hold on just 1 second. I'm gonna take you with me and we're gonna look at our cast iron. So 1 second and we'll be right back. All right, so we're back. So we're on this side of the kitchen now. Take a look. So I've got the cast iron on and I'm warming up the butter. So I'm gonna let that sizzle in right nicely. And then I'm gonna tell you to come over here. Take a look at our shrimp. So I'm putting some peppercorn and garlic on our shrimp. And I'm gonna just blend it up real nice. All right, we're gonna throw that in there. So this is our 10-inch cast iron skillet. Love our skillets. For those of you that don't use cast iron skillets, it's not for everyone. It is type of product that you're gonna use that it needs a little bit of love and care. But it does come pre-seasoned and it does have a lifetime warranty. I absolutely love it. And I do this all the time. So we're gonna let those saute really nicely. Then over here, this is our rock crock Dutch oven. Why is this an amazing piece? Why is it an amazing tool? Our rock crock collection is one of our fantastic collections. Came out a few years ago. Love it, love it, love it. The reason I love the rock crock so much is because it can be used so many facets. On the stovetop, in the oven, under the broiler, on the barbecue, dishwasher safe, microwave safe, freezer safe. It's like the end all be all, does it all. All right, so we've got our pasta in because we need that to cook. Our shrimp are coming along just nicely. So we'll be back in just a few when this is all ready, and I'm gonna add in the peas, and then I'm going to add in the Alfredo sauce. See you in a few. Okay, so I've just added in our peas. As you can see, it's starting to dry up just a little bit. So the peas were frozen. I mean, you can take them from a can. You can do them frozen. I have frozen fresh peas. So I'm gonna let these soak up just a little bit because peas don't need to be overcooked really. And we're gonna turn the pasta. One other tool that I wanted to show you guys about, and it's just doing it, who has this problem on their stove when they put a lid on their pot and their pot decides to do a little boil over. So, voila! We have what's called our boil over no more. It's an awesome tool. Instead of a lid, it's silicone friendly. It'll allow your stuff to boil, and as you can see, if it needs to boil over because it's too tall, ooh, that's hot. Oops. Sorry, a little hot. See it? It'll boil over if it needs to. Oh, there it goes. That is our boil over no more, which is super, super awesome. Okay, so great news, our Alfredo is done. I'm gonna add in, super hot, you can see the steam. This sauce is ready to go. I'm gonna throw in, usually the recipe in our book calls for about two cups. But because I'm mixing it with shrimp and peas, I'm putting a little bit less, but now that it's done, all you have to do is turn this back on, and you just gotta pulse it to blend in the cheese. So we're gonna do that for a couple of seconds. That's it. We're gonna hit cancel. I'm gonna take the lid off, and now, as you can see, it's nice and hot. All right. It's piping hot, actually. We're gonna come with me, and we're gonna dump this. And did you see this guy? This is my small mix and scraper. It is one of my favorite tools in the kitchen. Our blender has a long scraper, but I still love this one because it scoops and scrapes all in one gesture, or one motion. One of those days where you can't get all the words out. So we're gonna blend this up, and I'm gonna let this just kind of saute for a second and just warm up together in our cast iron while our pasta's finishing to cook and our blender washes itself. So you're gonna add 3 cups of water to this already really hot blender. Let's go, right? We're gonna add a dunk of soap. And she has a heated wash, everybody. So we're gonna turn her to heated wash, press start, and watch the magic. Okay, so we're done. Dinner's served. Here is our sauce with shrimp and peas. I'm gonna dump some of it in. I'll leave a little bit extra just in case. We're gonna use, yet again, my handy scraper that I absolutely love. And the other reason I love my rock crock is I serve my pasta right in here because it keeps it hot and warm while everybody's getting to the table, which I absolutely love. So I think I'm gonna add the rest because it is, doesn't look that bad actually. We might leave it. So I'm gonna let it sit just for a minute because it's super hot. And then I'll decide if I'm gonna pour the rest. And just before I let you guys go, thanks so much for watching Diana's Dinner Delights. I'm gonna show you a couple more things before I let you go. Number 1 is our wash cycle is done. After about 2 minutes, it'll start beeping that it's finished. When you lift it up, watch that steam. Okay, it's a heated wash, so it's super hot. And all you gotta do is rinse it out in the sink. All right. So there's our blender ready to go. And then a couple of more things I'm gonna show you that I love in my kitchen. So number one, I don't have a white bottle of wine tonight to open up with my pasta. Well, I do have a bottle, but it's a turn bottle. You don't need this. But this is one of our favorite tools at Pampered Chef. It comes with an awesome stand, which also acts as quality remover for the top of your bottle. And this little bad boy will open up 60 bottles of wine on one charge. I think everybody needs one of these in their stockings. The other thing that I'm going to talk to you about, because I know it's the holiday season and everybody is baking, is our cookie sheet pan. As you can see, mine looks a little loved. It's about 10 years old. But this is what I love about the Pampered Chef cookie sheet. No warping, no issues with it. And my other favorite tool that I absolutely love is our reversible silicone baking mat. You never have to grease another pan. It's absolutely amazing. And it tells you exactly where to lay your cookies or your whatever it is that you're baking so that they don't get stuck together, which I absolutely love. Two of my favorites. Last but not least, oh no, I think I have one more after this. My chef tongs. Absolutely love these. As you can see, they stay closed like this. And you open them. Oops. And then like this to close them. And then when you want to open them, like that, and you close them, which are awesome. These are our small ones, but I have about 4 pairs in my kitchen just because they're really awesome and amazing for everything that you do. Definitely should be in a stocking stuffer or on your dinner table for the holiday season. And for those of you, last but not least, that want to know the difference between our food processor and our food chopper, which way do you go? I'll be honest with you, both of these tools do different things. Our food processor runs a blade this way, so it works very similar to any of you that might have our salad spinner. So the blade turns this way. What do I do with my food processor? I make all kinds of wonderful things like salsa, guacamole. I chop up my onion, I chop up my tomatoes, all kinds of amazing things. Our food chopper will pretty much chop the beheebies out of everything, including ice. So I'm actually gonna take an ice cube and show you how it will chop an ice cube. And what I love about it is because you can separate it. If you're doing any nuts, you can do it right in here, which is amazing. So I'm gonna grab a quick ice cube so you guys can see. My food chopper is probably 10 years too. So there's the ice. And there's the ice cube. So these are some of our favorite things. We do have a lot of great things in our catalogs, but these are just some of the things that I absolutely love and wanted to share with you because I know they will make the world of difference in your kitchen. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen tonight. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Bye.